Walden Guitars in some ways is my American dream. This idea of learning how to build handmade guitars and then bringing affordability to this idea of hand-built guitars and bringing these instruments to consumers. You know, we're a small business, and that's something like, whatever, 90% of businesses here in America are small businesses. People trying to make a future and injecting their dreams and their soul into music. Well, in my case, musical instruments or whatever their business is. And I don't know, I'm biased. I live in Portland, Oregon, and we're here supporting small businesses, whether or not they're bike companies or whether or not they're making knitted goods and selling them on Etsy. And I just happen to be in musical instruments, and nearby there are a bunch of people doing high-end electric guitars or pedals or amplifiers. And that's kind of a special thing. And that's one of the special things about Walden. When you become part of our family, you're joining a very small company. You know, we have one or two guys that's checking every instrument. I go to our shops and individually teach them how to do what they do, and everything is intertwined like that. So yeah, if you're part of the Walden family, you're part of a very small family, not some nameless big conglomerate just chunking out a bunch of instruments. So getting back to Walden, what's important to us? What's important to us is that we infuse each instrument with a design sensibility, that we infuse each instrument with this concept of seeing how much of hand building production styles, even American high capacity production styles, as well as lutherie, can we inject into an instrument while still keeping it affordable. I always think, like, if you can buy a $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, a $10,000 luthier-made, American-made, or European-made guitar, go for it, please. I used to build them, support the artisans. But if, like most of us, including myself, that, you know, $1,000 is a stretch, and so a $500 instrument is really reasonable, that's kind of where you're considering imports. And I'd like to think that that's where Walden really shines. And my hope is that when you get an opportunity to try one, that is your experience too. Now, being a small manufacturer, not being a brand that has a rich 70-year history, we don't have a whole lot of dealers. We have some dealers that are very much behind us, but are we in every state, in every city with multiple stores? Well, no. And that's one reason why we offer the opportunity to purchase direct from Walden and to have an opportunity for you to try it yourself. At least for a month, and hopefully fall in love with the instrument, much like many people have throughout the country. So now you can buy direct from Walden Guitars and have that opportunity to try one of our instruments. You purchase it from our shop, and a QC tech will pick the instrument, make sure it meets our quality standards and sounds great and looks great, ship it to you, and you have 30 days to try it out. And hopefully you'll fall in love with it. So if you're not in the United States, we currently are distributed in about 30 countries. And if you get on our WaldenGuitars.com website and go to the dealer locator, which is under the purchase menu, you can select your country and it will list the local distributor who is our partner that is distributing those instruments to dealers. And I encourage you to contact them, email them, and say, hey, where can I try a Walden? And they should respond and tell you where your nearest dealer is. And if, say, there's no dealer nearby, please go to your local dealer and say, hey, I want to try a Walden, because that's the best way to get our message out in your environment that actually there are people interested. They know who the distributor is, and they're going to give them a call and say, hey, I need to try these instruments because someone's actually asking. So if you're not in America, that's how you try a Walden.